Big Brian here, UVU, KPCW, and 8747 Productions with Anna of Helvetios. Now, Anna's a unique situation for us because she plays an instrument that I've never seen played in a metal band before, but she also is an apprentice at a studio in Lucerne. So we're gonna have her talk to us for just a minute about a couple of things that you guys always want to know. And since this is going to be an interesting question for you, since you work on both sides of the glass, how important is your relationship with you and the engineer? So let's play from the artist's point of view right now.
Well, I've been working at the studio since a year now, and it was really interesting to record our new album because I kind of got to see it out of the production side. So I wasn't really, when we got the mixes, I wasn't really thinking about, you know, my instrument should be louder or, you know, those typical musician things. I was more just seeing it as an engineer. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. It changes your view.
Yeah. And so before, every musician always wants their instrument to be the loudest, stand out. And by the way, she plays a hurdy-gurdy. And if you don't know what that is, I'm going to have her explain what the hurdy-gurdy is really fast.
It's an ancient coffee grinder. No, I'm joking. It's kind of like a mechanical violin. And you have to imagine it, the bow of the violin is the wheel on the hurdy-gurdy, and then you put the strings on the wheel and turn it and play it with keys.
So she goes back in the middle of the song, tunes it up and cranks it, right? And then, so they've worked the songs out to give her time to crank the hurdy-gurdy, and she comes back out and rocks it. Also, no, that's not the only thing that you were doing on stage. Tell us what else you were doing.
I sing too occasionally, and that's pretty much it. I headbang when I'm bored and don't have anything to play.
So, all right, so when you guys think of a metal band, you usually think 1-2 guitars, a drummer, a vocalist, a bass guitar, maybe a keyboard. Their band incorporated a whole bunch of other instruments, including bagpipes, a violin, and then a couple of different woodwinds. What were the woodwinds on stage?
You mean the flutes? They're tin whistles and low whistles.
Tin whistles and low whistles. Not what you typically associate with metal stuff. But so you've now gone in, you've recorded your new album, which released today actually in Europe, but yesterday, so because we're a day behind now, but that's all right. So released today, what do you think the reception is going to be here in the United States?
Well, so far it has actually been really good. There's always different views, of course, and people always ask what has changed, and they want us to compare our new album to our previous ones, but you know, we just do what we want, and we just want to play music and write cool songs. We don't think about, you know, what's gonna be different on this record. But yeah, I'm really curious to see how it's gonna do. The name of the album is Helvetios.
Helvetios. And like I said, it's Helveitie, and it's Helvetios. So go check them out if you guys aren't familiar with them. I actually heard them for the first time tonight. I was very impressed. It was a killer performance. There was so many things that were going on stage. I just have to say, it's probably a little bit of a nightmare for the live sound engineer to get the sound right. So how much trust do you have to put in them to get it right?
A lot, because it's really hard to get 8 instruments to sound good together. So it's probably twice as hard than with just a regular band. And yeah, so it's really important that we have.
And then were you going direct into the board? I noticed you had a wireless pack on. So does it go direct into the board and then actually it was she, does she tweak the sound there?
Yeah.
So direct sound again, we've covered that a couple times in interviews. It's good for my students to know. You work at, you said, Soundfarm in Lucerne. How did you get your job over there?
My boss is, he works with my uncle, and like my uncle, he does like accounting and kind of the business matters of the studio. So I got the demo of one of my side projects, actually a project I have with our violinist, Meri. We got our demo mix there, and
Give us the name of that real quick.
it's Godnr.universe. So check it out on the internet.
Yeah, Godnr.universe, go check it out.
Yeah, and yeah, we got our demo mix there, and I've always been really just into mixing and yeah, plugins and whatever, and I did some mixing just for fun, just for myself, and then well, he kind of saw that I'm really into all that stuff, and so it just kind of happened naturally. He just asked me if I want to, you know, help him out and assist, and now I even have like my own little room there. And
That's awesome. So what are you using as far as your DAW? DAW, audio workstation?
oh, Pro Tools, and yeah, we work digitally.
A lot of you guys obviously know that the DAW world is kind of overtaken most things. When you went in to record your latest album with Helvetios, did you go into Soundfarm or did you go somewhere else?
We recorded the drums, the guitars, the vocals, and the choirs. We recorded with Tommy Federley at New Sound Studio. He's our producer, and he mixed everything. And since we didn't have enough time to record everything with him, we kind of worked parallel, and we recorded the folk stuff and the bass and my vocals at the Soundfarm. So I did the engineering for most of the stuff, and then my boss did my things.
Well, there you have it, right from the word of both the artist and engineer. And thank you so much for doing the interview with us. And
I'm Anna Murphy from Eluveitie, and we just released our new album Helvetios, so go check that out.
they rocked tonight. I got to plug that one more time. They really, really rocked the house.
And also check out my side project Godnr.universe that I have with Meri, our violinist. It's really cool.